Pamela Thompson heads up the property management team for McGrath on the Lower North Shore. So I sat down with Pam for some tips for how investors can maximise their return. Pamela, what can an investor do in between tenants quite quickly to maximise their return?
The three quickest things an investor could do would be to refresh the paint, replace the carpet and replace the blinds.
And how about the bigger items like kitchens, bathrooms? How often do you recommend your investors update those?
So kitchen and bathrooms, we really do suggest every 15 to 20 years at a minimum. The best time period would be every 10 or so years. On average, a kitchen might attract about a $50 a week rent increase. The kitchen and bathroom might be up to $75 a week depending on the property.
And what can clients do to reduce the amount of time their properties are vacant?
Okay, so we actually put a strategy in place to ensure that a client has a reduced vacancy period during tenancies. It really depends when the property is first offered for lease. There is a peak period for rentals. The peak period is between spring and summer, excluding Christmas. So any time from September to March, excluding that December period, is perfect for a property to be let for a 12-month period. But for instance, if it comes up in June or July the first time around, we would suggest the client put the tenant in for a 15-month lease to ensure it comes up the next September and then they can get a better return.
And do you see any difference in the executive market?
Yes, we do. The peak period for the executive market is August to October. There's a few reasons. One is generally those types of clients, the executive tenants tend to take long holidays over the Christmas period. Between December and January, then they're not there. And you've also got expat clients coming over to start contracts for new financial year. That's why leading into the financial year, it's very busy, and before it, it's very, very quiet. So to minimise the vacancy and maximise the return for these types of clients, we need to ensure that the current leases come up during that period, and if they're offered for lease during another period of the year, we make sure the next lease comes up during this period. And the increases in rent during that period can be up to $200 or $300 a week. So it really is a consideration for these types of clients.